Morning of day one here. We're just heading up the Rush Creek Trail here, probably about maybe a mile in or so. We've got Silver Lake in the background, so it's kind of where I parked the car. Heading up here, probably I'm going to be to the first lake, which is Agnew Lake, in about a mile or so. The objective for night one is going to be Thousand Island Lake, and then I'm going to continue on to over Donahue Pass and then into Lyle Canyon for one more night, then meet up with the family, hitch a ride up to the Mono Parker Pass trailhead, and then I've got 2 more days to basically head right back to the car, just via Parker and Coit Peak Pass, past Alger Lakes. So should be a good loop. It's a long one. It's almost 50 miles in 4 days, so there's some long days in there, but today should be a short one with the big payoff at Thousand Island. It's only about 9 miles today, and I'll end up at one of my favorite lakes in the Sierra. So far so good. Pretty challenging first day. It was seemingly all uphill. I knew Rush Creek kind of had a reputation for that, but yeah, it was every bit that uphill. I think we started around, might have been around like 7,500 or so, somewhere in there, and then now we're at Thousand Island Lake. So we've got Mount Ritter and Banner behind us. I don't know if you can see, Mount Davis is behind there as well. That's a peak I summited a long time ago. I haven't been here in quite some time. I think that was 2012 perhaps, but yeah, just the uphill really kicked my butt, just with the lack of training and just, you know, my general fitness level, let's say, at the moment. But you know, one foot in front of the other. I got here in fairly decent time. I started out at 8:30, got here around I don't know, might have been a little bit before 1:45, something like that. But I found a pretty good spot. There's, as always, lots of illegal spots, people choosing illegal spots, just like right on the lake instead of the required 100 feet, so a little discouraging, but yeah, the wind is backed off. When I first got here, it was quite windy, but it's not too bad right now, so hopefully that continues through the night, and then tomorrow should be a little easier with just the climb up to and then down from Donahue Pass, and then down into, it's pretty much a flat Lyle Canyon. Morning of day 2 here, just above Thousand Island Lake, just about to Island Pass, maybe about, I'd say maybe about a mile into my day today. So you can actually see my campsite down there and through the trees. Maybe I'll circle it or something in a photo, but yeah, good night last night. The wind really died at probably about 5, so slept pretty well. It's pretty cold, like I knew it kind of would be. Probably dipped down into the low to mid 30s, but slept pretty well. Yeah, I got up, kind of lazed around a little bit, had, you know, usual coffee, oatmeal, all that good stuff, and then packed up, and now I'm on my way. So today will be 13.3 miles. That's going to be, I'm going to go as close to the Ireland Lake Trail junction as I can to camp for the night. So I've got a short day, short morning to meet the family tomorrow. So far so good. All right, well, it was a big one today. So day 2 is over. I'm camped just in the woods behind us. Couldn't ask for a better spot. Just got the Lyle Fork of the Tuolumne River right here that I just took a nice little dunk in to get clean, just rinse off the day. It is 5 o'clock. It is by far the longest into the afternoon that I've ever hiked. Wasn't big miles. I was just kind of taking my time, which is kind of nice. Just took a big long rest at the Marie Lakes Junction, and then another one at the pass. Kind of deviated, changed plans a little bit since I had self-service. I'm actually going to come out tomorrow, going to bum a ride with either my wife or my dad. They were going to come meet me for lunch, but having just kind of peeked over to the Waugh Gem Lake kind of area, it's not looking really inspiring. Waugh was completely dry, so I don't really feel like cranking out 13 miles to get back to those guys at O Ridge in the early afternoon, so I figured I would much rather be spending time with them than hiking by dry reservoirs. But anyway, hoping for a good night's sleep tonight, and then a very short day tomorrow, which will just be maybe 6 or 7 miles to the family at the Dana Bridges. So I'll fill you in a little bit more in the morning, but great end to a great day. All right, so it's morning of day 3 here, just past the turnoff for Ireland Lake, which kind of marks the last landmark before pretty much just beelining it right to Tuolumne Meadows and the Dana Fork Twin Bridges, where I'll meet the family for lunch and my extrication from the wilderness. But man, it's a beautiful night, beautiful spot last night, really quiet, pretty chilly, but not nearly as windy as it was the night before. And very glad I stopped when I did. I kind of thought about pushing a little further yesterday, but within the first mile, there's just nothing but beautiful scenery. So really glad that I got to see that with fresh eyes, as well as there weren't that many good spots, frankly. So definitely picked a good one. But I'm just here now, just at one of the many little forks and bends and twists in the river. That's just pretty much non-stop scenery. A little bit smoky, as you can probably tell from the kind of orangey reddish light, but not too bad. But anyway, just about 4 miles out, so another good trip in the book as always.